So hello everybody, welcome, DJ Vic Vapor with you, and we're just doing a little video vlog today, kind of outside the studio. Wanted to kind of let you guys get to know me and chit chat with you a little bit about who I am and what's going on, and what the YouTube channel means to me and all that fun stuff. So I thought I'd sit down at a nice local cafeteria here, have myself a beer, have a little tomato soup, some bread, so if I take a bite or a drink during the video, I'm not trying to be impolite and eat in front of you. It's just a way to help myself relax and, kind of work through the new concept for me of video vlogging and all that stuff. So one of the things I never talk about or never share for no particular reason, but I'm happy to talk about it today in this video, is this. And I'm going to pick the camera up here, and what you can see is hopefully you guys were able to see that. I'm sure you were. I was looking at it in the monitor on my phone here. But yeah, I'm in a wheelchair, and I have been for 32 years now. So it's nothing new to me, but no particular reason that I never really talked about it or brought it up before. I think early on when I started the channel and the concept of the channel and, just kind of producing music and stuff, I wanted to make sure that the music and the production and the quality and what I was able to do was received for the educational value, and there was merit to what I was actually doing. And I didn't want to find out that I was maybe getting subscribers or getting likes or comments based on sympathetic reasoning because of the fact that I'm in a wheelchair. Hopefully that makes sense to you, but I've been in the chair for over 30 years, so I get up every day, do my thing, and I don't even think about it. So it's not even a concept that slows me down or anything that scares me. I have a great sense of humor. I laugh and joke about stuff all the time, and as far as my disability and making fun of myself and things like that. So yeah, I'm not too worried about how that plays out in the long run. But I just, for the YouTube channel, when you start doing something and you're doing tutorials, you just want to make sure people are actually, giving you feedback that's truly point specific, I guess I should say, to the actual information and the educational value that you're providing. So hopefully that makes sense to you guys. And I hope this background music isn't going to drown out my voice. So let's do this. There. That way I'm a little closer to the camera. And hopefully the background music isn't going to drown out anything. So I tend to talk kind of quiet and soft. That's usually why I'm fighting microphone issues. But yeah, so let me think about some of the cool stuff we can chat about. I think something fun to talk about is mentioning the wheelchair and then thinking of the concept of DJing over the years. So I've DJ'd now for about 27 years probably, and never had an issue with getting in clubs, getting on stages, traveling and all that. Actually, it's kind of the unique, fun thing about what I do. Just going to give this a little movement here. Don't want to keep leaning in and cutting my head off. But yeah, so you travel, you DJ, and you're on stage and all that, but the wheelchair's never been a problem. I was going to say one of the fun, unique things that you end up seeing is that people are usually in shock when they meet you for the first time, and they realize you're in a chair, like, oh, I didn't know. Well, yeah, I don't have any reason to really chit-chat about it, so it all works out. Like I said, I'm pretty chill. I really don't care. So I guess the purpose of me just doing the video today, like I said, was to let you guys get to know me a little bit better and understand things, and hopefully we can, grow the channel together and enjoy some of the tutorials. I've got a lot of great stuff already in production, stuff I need to edit and work through, but it will be uploaded soon, so excuse me. Not bad, actually. Good tasting beer. I think that is the champagne blonde ale. Good stuff. Let me give a little shout out here to the, this is the restaurant. You can see that. It's called Destihl here in my local town. So, yeah, so I've traveled all over, played on stages, performed with some of the best DJs in the world. I know a lot of those guys personally. I'm somebody that probably does 1 or 2 gigs a year now, as opposed to back in the mid to late 90s when I was kind of really doing it for full-time living. I was DJing probably 5-6 nights a week and out all night and sleeping all day, and the whole vampire thing that most DJ lives go through. But that was the heyday of the raves and flyers and underground shows, and Chicago was big for that. And I did a lot of shows in Kansas City, Orlando, Florida, Miami. I was kind of bouncing around all those places, with all the underground stuff. It wasn't really a big internet social media thing as much as it is now. It's kind of still the fun days of the raves and things, and I miss that a lot, actually. I miss the commercialization of the shows and of the formats, and I miss when you used to have to give somebody a flyer just so they could have a map to go to another location to get another flyer that eventually told them where the warehouse or where the rave was being held. So a lot of covert underground stuff back in the day that always seemed to work and always seemed to add an element of suspense and fun to it and a little bit of hype to it. So I really miss and enjoyed those days. And I'm not saying they're completely gone. I'm not saying it's bad that the music's being recognized the way it is. I mean, I remember in those days I always used to cry that why don't anybody get it? Why is this music so pushed back and not up in the forefront? And now you see it kind of being driven to the forefront. And I think a lot of that has to do with the fact of what we're doing now. People like you and me on YouTube learning how to produce or producing, and it's so readily accessible to us to create some sort of sound that's unique and expose it to the world and get our voices heard. So I think that's kind of a big wave of production that's kind of pushed all this out to the forefront, and it's challenging some of the big boys, some of the big producers and big record labels. So that's always for a good purpose, right? Keep progress, keep moving forward. So those are always good things. Hey, if you guys, after watching the video, if there's any questions you want, or things you want to talk about, or maybe want to ask, or just get to know better in tutorials, put it in the comments below. It'd mean a lot to me to just kind of hear some feedback from you guys and see what you think, and we'll get some conversations going. So let me see, what else can we chat about? Oh, let's do, I know what I wanted to kind of talk about and cover. Let's talk a little bit about my DJ name. So I use djvicvapor. So I've had a few people over the years, most people who know me, they know where it came from. So, but the reason I use djvicvapor is coincidentally a large part of the promotional aspect of back in the day, the old warehouse raves. So what we would do is have those warehouse raves, and I used to go as just, my name's Gary, so I used to just DJ Gary, or DJ G, I think early on, those first years. So DJ G, I don't know, I did never really, there's no flair to it. When you see it on a flyer, it's like, oh, who cares, right? And I wasn't going to be cheesy and make something up associated with the wheelchair. I just thought that would be too cheesy, and it wouldn't go well with promoters that wanted to put stuff on flyers. So what I did was, I was at a warehouse rave in Chicago, and I just finished a set, and the whole warehouse smelled like that hardcore Vicks Vapor rub, and we all know why. I'm not going to have to explain that to you, I hope. But I remember sitting in the corner when I was finishing up, putting stuff in the bag and getting packed up and getting ready to just hang out with some of my friends, thinking, wow, DJ Vic Vapor would look really cool on a flyer, because this Vicks Vapor rub is such a predominant aspect of these underground parties now, and it's, obviously something that would look really cool printed on a flyer. So I just adopted it. I said, yeah, DJ Vic Vapor, and we started putting that on flyers, and within probably 5 or 6 months, man, it just blew up. I mean, I was booked everywhere. Everybody wanted that name on a flyer. They wanted it, as the headline or just before the headline. They just wanted to see that printed on a flyer. So from a marketing aspect, that's all I was doing, was driving my name and driving a brand. So it kind of worked out really well, and that's how I come up with djvicvapor. And all these years later, now that I've kind of come back into the fold a little bit, and you know, I still, all these years I've been producing for other DJs and sending out music to other artists and making beats for this, or you know, sound design for that. And I just kind of kept quiet on the back front. My name Gary's out there in a few things, but I'm not going to really say specifically what that would be. I've done a few video games. I've got a company here in town that I've worked with, and I've put some sounds together for some video games, and you know, I've done, like I said, a bunch of DJ productions for other artists and stuff. But my point was, the Vic Vapor looking so good on the flyer was such a good marketing tool that it helped me kind of establish a brand and blow up a little bit, and it allowed me some sort of voice, you know, as far as getting booked and getting opportunities to be on stage. So, I mean, I remember doing a show in Denver, Colorado. It was like an abandoned airport out in some field that was miles and miles, like over farmland, but it was like an abandoned hangar or an airport hangar or something. But we probably had about 4,000 or 5,000 people in there, and that's probably underestimating the amount, to be honest with you. There's just so many people. What a party, what a show, what a time. I mean, it's just amazing. Alright, so yeah, take a few minutes to ask some questions in the comments below. Thanks for hanging out with us as always. It means a lot for your support, and hopefully, you know, I'll be able to work my way through doing some more video vlogs or whatever. So it's not really my forte, but hey, it's always nice to have a different atmosphere outside the studio, right? So thanks for tuning in as always. Thanks for pushing play. I'm gonna get busy finishing my lunch. So yeah, gonna get busy finishing lunch, and thanks for tuning in, thanks for pushing play, and peace. All right, see you guys soon.